What's up, guys? Welcome to the Jonathan Dearman Show. Today we're doing something a little bit differently, guys. Now, I had said quite a while ago that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I would do a Q&A, and I am a man of my word, and so I said I would do it. So here we are. By the way, I had given out my personal email for you guys to email me any questions that you guys had, and the response was incredible. I mean, I felt so much love. It was amazing. So thank you, and you know who you are. Thank you for your love and support. In all seriousness, guys, there's about 11, 12 questions to get through, so let's just jump right into it. Number one, how did you get into politics? So I got into politics when I was about 20 or 21, so I'm 25 now, about to be 26. It was during the 2016 election, so it was during the whole craze of when Trump got nominated as the Republican nominee, how loud things got and how crazy things got with that happening, and then Trump versus Hillary. All the rumbling of that kind of drew me in and kind of piqued my interest and intrigued me to listen a little bit more. And so I just started listening to different opinions. I started to really enjoy having these conversations and looking deeper into it. And so that's how I got into politics. What religion are you? It's a good question. So I am a Christian, and some of you that have been following this channel for a while know that I've mentioned that before. And if there's different camps of Christianity, right, I would say that I do not fit in the camp of casual Christian. Everything within my life falls within that foundation of serving God. It may be a little differently than how you view things, but that's how I view things. I'm a Christian, and it's what my life is built upon, and I'm dedicated in my life to, as best as possible, serving God and to doing what I think is right before God. So that is the answer to that question. Have you ever met anyone famous? Every time I look in the mirror. Okay, I'm just kidding. The answer to that would be no. Oh, David Copperfield. There you go. I have met David Copperfield. I went to a magic show, and we got to do a little meet and greet thing afterwards, maybe 10 years ago. So I don't know if he remembers me specifically. David, if you're watching this video, probably are. Just know that that was a great treat for me, so thank you. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? You know, I'm actually a registered independent, and that's not because I don't have a political leaning, because I do. My political leaning, as you probably know if you've been watching the show for a while, is that I do lean conservative, especially if you've heard my views on abortion, right? I'm very, very pro-life. So I'm a registered independent, not because I don't have any political leaning, it's just because I don't feel a loyalty to either party. So that was my thinking behind it. Maybe it's dumb, but I am a registered independent, but I do lean conservative. Are you married? Okay. Okay. Whichever lady this is that asked that, I know why you're asking. Okay. And the answer is yes, I am married. Okay. Daryl. It's an interesting name for a woman asking this question. In all seriousness, guys, I am married. I got married, listen to this, I got married at 19 years old. You know what that means? That means I got married as a child. That's what that means. But I did. I got married at 19. I'm 25. We just had our 6-year anniversary. We have 3 beautiful children. We wanted to wait 5 years after we got married to have kids. 5 months later, she got pregnant, and we've just been popping them out ever since. We actually want one more too. We want 4 kids total. We have 3. We have a 4-year-old girl, 2-year-old son, and a 1-year-old girl. But I am happily married. I'm deeply in love with my wife. She's amazing. She's my best friend, and been married for 6 years and got many more to go. What do you like to do for fun? So for fun, I like to obviously hang out with my family. I love hanging out with my wife and my kids. But if I were to do something, I think this question is probably more asking like me personally. Like if I have just a few minutes, just, you know, need to get my brain off of the go mode, I do enjoy playing chess. There's a great chess app. Definitely enjoy playing on there for sure. You get a rating and everything. I'm rated like 1400, which is nothing compared to Grandmasters, but it's something compared to you. So ping pong, I really like ping pong. I like Super Smash Brothers. It's a video game. Fun fact, I used to go to tournaments for Super Smash Brothers. I was ranked at one point 4th in the city. Marriage kind of kicked that out the window a little bit, though. You know, getting married often is the killer of video game careers, and it was in my case in a lot of ways too. What do you do for a living? So I've done several things. I was a door-to-door solar salesman. Yes, I was that guy who came and knocked on your door, tried to sell you a solar system. That was me for a while. I was an assistant wrestling coach at my high school. My first job, I worked at Chick-fil-A. I've worked as a touch-up person who does touch-up on like bathtubs when they would get chipped and things like that. And so I've been in several different fields, but for the past handful of years, I've been hired full-time in the ministry to help people as much as possible. Is just a dream job. Grateful for the opportunity to be hired full-time in the ministry. What's the most useless talent you have? Clapping fast. There we go. Probably I would say at 90% of group events, at some point, people gather around and ask who can clap the fastest. So that one comes in handy. Another one is I'm pretty good at board games. I actually am. I'm pretty good at board games, little dumb games I feel like I'm pretty good at. Am I the best in the world? Yes. Probably not, but I do enjoy them. And I would say that I'm decent at most board games. Are you a Trump guy? This is a great question. So I actually made a video a while back titled Trump, an angel or a demon? Is he an angel or is he a demon? And the whole point of the video that I made, and you guys can watch it if you guys want to, but the whole point of the video that I made was essentially that he's neither. He's neither an angel nor a demon, and that people tend to categorize him in either one or the other, right? That everything he does is perfect and amazing, or everything he does is coming from a place of hate and wickedness, right? And I don't view him in either of those camps. There are a lot of things that he says and does that I really agree with. In fact, I actually feel like Trump has done a great job at kind of being a wall against the far radical left, people that are especially trying to shut down the conversation and paint everybody that disagrees with them as evil. I respect what he's done by standing up against that. Things that I'm not a fan with Trump about, I just saw a tweet that he posted not too long ago where he was calling somebody out, and he called them, I think he ended the tweet by saying, "This guy's a real dope," or something like that. I think it goes too far for my personal taste at several times. So I wouldn't consider myself certainly not an anti-Trump guy, but I also wouldn't consider myself like a Trump loyalist. It's more like when he does things that I feel like are right, I'm more than happy to state that he's doing the right thing, that I'm totally with him. And when he says things that I think are too far over the line and too much, I'm happy to point that out too. So I hope that kind of answers the question. What body part wouldn't you mind losing? Definitely the pinky toe. If I had a high enough pain tolerance, I would chop that sucker off today, especially my right one. For some reason, that sucker finds its way to the corner of the bed frame almost daily. We have this really pointy metal bed frame that pinky toe just finds daily. And anyway, that if I had to get rid of a body part, that would be the one to go. Scale on 1 to 10, how funny would you say you are? Let's see. Let me answer this without trying to be prideful and without trying to be humble. Let me try to answer this as honestly as I possibly can. Scale on 1 to 10, how funny would I say that I am? I would say, first of all, it depends on the scenario, right? If you're talking about, in a group setting, just casually throwing out jokes, or if you're talking about, an actual comedy routine. But I guess if we just kind of mushed all of them into one big pile, honestly, maybe a 6 or 7. Not like on the level I see some guys online or girls can be funny too, right? I see some people online, facial expressions they make, the timing is perfect. I wouldn't consider myself top tier funny. I would not. But I wouldn't consider myself totally not funny either. I think that I have my moments, and when the moments come, feels darn good. Who are your biggest role models? For me, that would have to be my parents. I so blessed growing up. My dad is so sharp. He would walk me through the different angles of why I did what I did was wrong, and I would argue, and I would say no, but think about this factor, and he would say no, but you didn't factor in this into the equation, and he would explain things to me. Great communicator and hard to debate with because he's got some great points. So I definitely feel that I've learned a lot from him when it comes to communicating and when it comes to really thinking through things, and so I feel like he was a great role model for me. And then my mom, she obviously has some of those character traits too, but my mom, man, her heart was just such a good example to me. I remember growing up, there would be some people, and by the way, I'm a pastor's kid, so my parents, I grew up in the household of pastors. Both my parents have been pastors, and I remember there were some points where people would say some seriously harsh things to my parents or about my parents, and I remember I got to see the behind the scenes reaction to those comments that were being made and all that. And I just remember my mom always giving people the benefit of the doubt. And when she would see people, or when she would hear comments that were really strong against her, even if there was no way to give the person the benefit of the doubt, they clearly are just lashing out in anger and have some serious issues. Her take on it, she would say, I wonder what they've gone through in their life that's caused them to struggle with the things that they do. I bet they've had a rough past. And she would come at it from a heart of compassion, and she would never talk about people, about how ridiculous they are, and would give people the benefit of the doubt. And I strive to be that way. I strive to give people the benefit of the doubt always, as much as I possibly can. Those are all the questions, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. I know it's different than what we normally do on this channel. If you like this video, or if you like what I'm trying to do with the channel, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're the first to be notified when new videos come out. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. You guys have been commenting in some of the videos. I read every single comment. I appreciate you guys. I notice which people are like regular commenters, and I so appreciate it. It actually really does help me to get a good read on what you guys are feeling. So appreciate you guys. And other than that, I'll see you at the next Jonathan Dearman show. Peace out. Bing. What the heck was that?